My name is Margaret Berger, and I joined the church in June of 1963. The pastor that was here when I joined was Pastor Erling Wald. My son was baptized here and also confirmed. I like very much that we do Christmas Eve, that we have a service on Christmas Eve. And when I was younger, I used to go to the service, the early service at 5 o'clock with my son. And after I had family over and we had Christmas dinner, I would come to the 11 o'clock service, but that is not anymore. I'm looking forward that we will be getting back to normal, and normal also should mean that we grow. There are a lot of people in the church that can help, different ages, that's important.
Hi, my name is Gail Bohannon. I've been at the church since I was a child, so it's been a long time. I was involved in Luther League and choirs. My parents were very involved. My mom was involved with the church. She was choir president and in all the choirs and soloist for a long time under Gordon Hafso. My dad played trombone for the Christmas concerts and Easter and everything. Midoriland was one of my favorite memories, going through there since I was in junior high. It's beautiful, it was fun, I liked the Bible studies, and all the people. People were great.
Hello, this is Marshall Bowen. I first came to Emmanuel back in the 1960s when I attended the Journey to Bethlehem with my youth group. This was a wonderful Christmas story presented on the Laurel Hall playground by the church, and it was complete with camels, and there was even a chariot. It was amazing. Then I returned in 1986 when I was hired as minister of music. I conducted the church choir, I led the praise ensemble, and I helped plan worship on Sunday mornings. We made a lot of great music, and I was active in Elate. It was a wonderful time. My wife Denise and I returned in 2010, and since then we've been active in Friends of Music, presenting music programs on Sunday afternoons and evenings, and I've been helping to organize the worship assistants for Sunday morning worship. It's my hope for Emmanuel that we continue the wonderful legacy of music, drama, and the arts.
Hello, we're the Bratchers. I'm Terry.
And I'm Carole, and we live in Northridge, California.
I arrived in California from Illinois in 1964, and I began attending Emmanuel in 1965.
And I moved to California from the East Coast in 1966 and coincidentally lived right up the street from the church and attended that first Easter and just loved the music. Yes, I've been a member of the choir since 1966.
So we met, dated, and fell in love at Emmanuel. We married in 1967 in the sanctuary. We've been blessed with 3 beautiful daughters. Danielle, who is now with the Lord in heaven, Allison and Melissa. We're very, very grateful to be able to be part of the 75th anniversary celebration. We're grateful for Emmanuel providing years of Christian ministry and fellowship to us. We're very grateful.
And we've cherished the relationships with the Emmanuel family, friendships, the caring support and concern during sad times and good times that are all very near and dear to our family.
Our hope for Emmanuel's future is that with God's blessing, it will continue with growth and it will develop strong vision.
Hi, I'm Karen Carter. My parents, Clarence and Doris Johnson, joined the church in 1952 when they came to California. Have been a member here ever since, confirmed and married here. My favorite activity is working with the quilting group and helping with quilt projects and kids' craft activities. I hope for the future that we'll be able to expand our ministry in the local communities with our sharing and caring.
Hi, I'm Sue Claus, and I came to Emmanuel in 1972. I came to the singles group called Focus.
I'm John Klaus. I came to Emmanuel in 1972 also, and where I met Sue in the Focus singles group.
We've been very active over the years. Both of us have been on council and in many different groups and activities. I was president for 4 years recently, and I am treasurer right now. But this particular church has become family for me. And my vision is that it will continue and 75 more years and be in this community and felt in the community such that if we weren't here, they would miss us.
I hope that we can be a beacon of sanity and faith in a very complicated world. It looks like it's getting more and more complicated. I hope that we can be a beacon of hope for the next 25 years.
Hi, my name's Bonnie Erickson. I joined Emmanuel 23 years ago. I have a fond memory about the very first time that I came here because I hadn't been coming to church for quite a while, and my 2 little children were off in Hawaii visiting their dad. We had divorced, and I decided instead of feeling sorry for myself, I should just see if there was a Lutheran church in the neighborhood. And I was living about 2 blocks down Laurel Canyon, and lo and behold, there was something close by, and I came, and I was greeted by Sue and John Kloss and some others. There was a pastor who sang "O Holy Night" in the most beautiful soprano, and it just felt very much like home.
Hi, my name is Alex Hale, and I joined the church in 2013. I have fun playing with my friend Reed, and I have fun playing Pet Lion, and I have fun with my Sunday school teachers. After church, I have cookies, and I'm looking forward to the 100th anniversary. Bye!
Hi, I'm Dennis Hale, and I became a member of Emmanuel Lutheran Church in the fall of 2013. I especially appreciate the quality worship we have at Emmanuel, and particularly the preaching of Pastor Jeff. Fellowship events are very important to me too, and I value Bible study and the opportunity to teach Bible study classes for adults. My hope for the future is that we will continue to proclaim the good news in Jesus with love, transforming more and more lives.
Hello, I'm Mary Jean Matheson Hale, better known as Jeannie Hale. My husband Dennis and I came to Emmanuel from Lakeside Lutheran Church on the border of North Carolina and Virginia 6 years ago. We live in North Hollywood with our son Joseph and our grandsons Max and Alex. I enjoy singing in the choir and the women of the ELCA Bible study and being part of our church family at Emmanuel. It helps me grow in faith in God and Jesus Christ as our Lord and Savior, and it helps me to want to share God's love with all people.
Hi, my name is Joe Hale. I joined the church in 2012, and I'm happy to be a part of the 75th anniversary. My primary involvement has been in the choir as a baritone voice. I also do scripture reading. For the future, I hope that Emmanuel will develop a thriving youth ministry. My 6-year-old boys, Alex and Max, are ready for adventure. I look forward to the 100th anniversary.
Hey, so my name is Max Hale, but you can call me Maximus. I first went at the church at 2013. Did you guys know that? Well, we're at the end of the service at the Emmanuel Lutheran Church, I have cookies. But when it's salad day at the Emmanuel Lutheran Church, I have bagel with cucumbers on it. I am so excited for the 100th anniversary. Goodbye!
My name is Therese Hawes. I worked at our school at Laurel Hall. I worked in the office and been involved in our drama group, Elate. I just say they try to get rid of me, but I won't let them. But I love the friendliness, not afraid to talk to people, and I think people are jealous of us, of our great church.
Hi, my name is Shirley Heidersbach, and I've been involved with the Emmanuel Lutheran Church since probably about 1973. All three of my girls went to Laurel Hall through the 8th grade, so we were involved with the school over many years. As for my involvement with Emmanuel, I did many different things. I was on the preschool board, I was on the school board, I was on council. I was involved in putting together the cookbook we made way back in the 70s, I guess it was. At any rate, my hope for Emmanuel is that it continues to be a viable church and is able to attract young families with children who are involved with the church and with Laurel Hall.
Hi, I'm Cindy Jo Hinkleman, and I joined the church in December of 1989. I was going to different Lutheran churches and trying to find one that I thought might be a fit for me. And I walked into this church and I just felt a warmth and a love and a very strong faith. And that was it. I stayed. And so I've been involved with choir, and I've been involved with the baking committee and Elate, our theater group. And everything has just been a wonderful experience. My hope for the future is that I've watched the youth and the children of this church grow up through the years, and they've become wonderful, successful, impressive adults. And my hope is that these youth in the future years bring more children and more youth and babies into this church, and that the church continues to grow and thrive and be filled with love and faith in God.
Hi, I'm Barbara Ort Hitchcock. I've been a member of Emmanuel for a very long time. My family joined Emmanuel when I was a teenager when we relocated from the Midwest to California.
And I'm Jamie Hitchcock. I've also been a member a long time. My family joined Emmanuel when they relocated from Long Beach, California. Emmanuel has been a really great place for us over the years, and we were married there in 1982. Our son Ryan was baptized there. Our daughter Alyssa was baptized there. Both of them went through confirmation classes there and were confirmed at Emmanuel. And Barbara actually still works for Laurel Hall School.
Assistant principal.
Probably the high point of all my years was being one of the founding members of Elate, and then later on also being able to come into Laurel Hall and start helping out with lighting and set design for the junior high musicals. That's always been a very cool thing for me to be involved with.
And I have significant memories as well. I was part of one of the first handbell choirs at Emmanuel. The other significant times for me involve being part of the Rock Point Vacation Bible School team, which if you don't know what that is, ask us sometime because we both went. So another great experience that really was life-changing.
There's so many people that have been instrumental in our lives and have helped shape who we are, helped shape who our children are. We're just very grateful to be part of it, and we're grateful to be included in this 75th anniversary celebration. So
thanks for being our village.
Thanks for being the village. And, here's to 75 years, Emmanuel.
My name is Ute Iokonis. As you hear from my first name, I am German. It's an old, Ute is a Nordic queen. I've been a member of the church since my grandson started kindergarten at Laurel Hall. And when I picked him up the first time, I saw that there was a church across the road. And I went in and the pastor was there. So I talked to him. He told me it's a Lutheran church. I grew up in the Lutheran church. And I thought, that might be a good home for me for the next few years. And it has been a good home. I love being on the music committee. We do concerts. And when the pandemic is over, I hope that we'll get back to that. I also have a small group of Laurel Hall students with whom I play recorders. We've done just amazing work during the pandemic because I taught them online, and I think that's going to be a wonderful memory. They will always connect this with a difficult year.
Hi, I'm Karen Jones.
And I'm Ron Jones.
And we've been attending Emmanuel Lutheran Church since 2007. And in 2009, we became members along with our two sons, Christopher and Travis.
That means we've been members of Emmanuel Lutheran Church for almost 12 years.
Yep.
During that time, we've been members of numerous committees. For example, I've been a member of the nominating committee twice, the education committee, the outreach committee. I've been an usher for 3 years, and my favorite thing of all was teaching middle school students in Sunday school.
So we've done a lot so far. I've been on the church council for 2 sessions, one in the past and now in the present. I also co-chair the hospitality committee, which makes the food for the church after church services. So between the two of us, we have been doing a lot in our church. Guys, we love Emmanuel Lutheran Church. Thank you for everything that you've done for us, and thank you for everything that you've done for us. From the Jones family, we send much love and happiness.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Cook.
And I'm Jerry Cook.
And we became members in 1982, having moved here from New York City. Initially, I was a member of the choir, and then I became the interim choir director. I joined the Stevens ministers. I taught Sunday school, and then I became Sunday school superintendent. I became a member of the choir again, and then became the cherub choir director, and then the Laurel Hall PTO president, the junior choir director, and the interim adult choir director again. I was then promoted to minister of music, also Laurel Hall string teacher, handbell teacher, and part-time general music teacher. Then full-time music teacher, part-time librarian, substitute organist, chapel planner, and sometimes speaker, and call committee member. Jerry?
Well,
Jerry?
Yes?
I think our minute is up.
Oh.
My name is Amy Kraft.
My name is Aaron Kraft.
My name is Henry Kraft. My name is James Kraft.
We joined Emmanuel in 2013 when we were pregnant with Henry. I've been on the call committee and the outreach committee.
I was on the Global Missions Committee, and I'm currently the Church Council President.
We are also parents of Laurel Hall and preschool students, although James just graduated preschool, so we'll have 2 at Laurel Hall next year.
For the 100th anniversary, I hope we're all still here, and we have a lot more new friends that have joined us.
Hi, I'm Casey Krubiner. And I'm Lucy Krubiner. And we're members of Emmanuel. We started going to the church in 2004.
We joined in 2006.
I was in the cherubs choir and went to Sunday school.
I was in a parents group.
I attended vacation Bible school.
I've been on church council twice.
I was an acolyte and a communion assistant for many years.
I've been on school committee and even chaired it.
I was confirmed with the church and attended youth gatherings.
I'm on the board of Elate right now.
I went to Laurel Hall.
I'm going to teach at Laurel Hall. Happy 75th anniversary, Emmanuel.
My name is Richard Crusoe, and I came to Emmanuel in April of 1959. Hard to believe it's been 61 years ago. I subsequently have helped with various church activities, counting the offering, serving on the nominating committee, serving on the call committee, and Emmanuel has provided me with a good many blessings and a lot of good friends over the years. And obviously, you hope that the church is going to be able to continue to serve the community, continue to be able to bring Christ to the community, and to be able to be an inspiration for as many people in the future as it has been in the past.
My name is Vern Larson. I'm an Iowa farm boy. Came to California in 1957. In 1959, I came to Emmanuel. There I taught Sunday school, the second grade.
Okay, my name is Ernene Larson, and I came to California in 1962 from Florida, from Miami, Florida, where I was born and raised. When I got here, I was involved with a youth group in Florida, so I decided to find a church. I went to several Lutheran, but chose Emmanuel because I loved it and it had a good program for young ones. We were in T&T, which is teens and 20s back then, and that's how Vern and I met in that meeting. And we have been ever since there and been really happy. I hope that I'm still here for the 100th anniversary, because that way I can remember all the things that I have done while I was there and how much I love being there, and it was a good part of my life.
I hope to be here this 100th anniversary. The church, I hope, will be big and strong, and back like it was when I joined at the time originally, 75 years before. And that 100th anniversary will be going strong, and future from then on.
Hi, I'm Terry Lau. I became a part of the Emmanuel community when I was hired to teach at Laurel Hall in 1976, and I taught there for 42 years. I officially joined Emmanuel around the year 2000. I've been involved in various activities and committees, including church council, the worship and music committee, the nominating committee, the pastoral support team, the greeters, and Elate, which I've enjoyed very much. I'm currently serving as an usher and on the school committee. What I love about Emmanuel is all of the friends that I've made here and how Emmanuel really feels like home. It feels like a family. My hope for Emmanuel's next 75 years is that we can further serve the greater North Hollywood community, that we will continue to support Laurel Hall School and the preschool, and that we'll continue to glorify God in our worship.
Hi, I'm Mark Longfield.
And I'm Kristen Longfield.
And we met at Emmanuel at choir practice.
And we got married at Emmanuel in 2010.
And this is Cadence, our daughter. She was baptized at Emmanuel.
Are we forgetting anything?
Don't forget about me. I'm Reed Longfield.
He was also baptized at Emmanuel.
Hi, this is Marty.
And Mike, McCambridge.
We're here to tell you about our Emmanuel Lutheran experience. So let's see. In 1962, my family moved to North Hollywood so my mom, May Crump, could take a job as first grade teacher at Laurel Hall. Our family joined Emmanuel Lutheran under Pastor Erling Wold, and I began attending Laurel Hall. Then in 1963...
Marty, this video is supposed to be under 3 minutes.
Under 3... I thought it was 30.
Nope.
Well, I can't get it all in 3 minutes. How we started late in the 80s and you worked at Laurel Hall for 18 years and then I worked for 30 years as church secretary and... Wait, 30. Maybe that's where I got the 30 minutes.
Marty.
Okay. Let's see. Moving to the end. We have so many wonderful memories and we still have great friendships that I know will last a lifetime. Emmanuel means God with us. And I feel that through my whole history here.
Well, I think that pretty much says it all. Say goodnight, Marty.
Good night. and God bless.
Hi, greetings from Iowa. We're Jim and Karen Ort, and we joined Emmanuel in December of 1973. Our children were confirmed here and married here. Our grandchildren were baptized here and confirmed here. Over the years, we've been involved in all aspects of church life and worship, Sunday school, Bible study groups, home builders, Cana couples, women's work, Rock Point Mission, altar flowers.
And I served many years in various council positions, also on the Senate Council, and as financial secretary, took care of the bookstore, etc. Other activities too numerous to mention, helping wherever we could, whenever we could.
Hi, I'm Sylvia Ottemoeller Stark, and my husband Bruce and my daughter Victoria and I joined Emmanuel in 2008 when Victoria was in 8th grade. I particularly have enjoyed and appreciated the worship and music ministry at Emmanuel, and I have participated for years in the choir and the handbell choir. And I hope that Emmanuel continues to serve God in the coming years.
Hello, we are Andrew and Barbara Piecka, and we joined Emmanuel in October of 1996 along with our son Tad. And one of the things that attracted us was Elate, because we're actors and that was something that was interesting. And if you look back, you'll see that we did a number of shows over the years. And I am currently also serving on the Elate board. As far as worship is concerned, we've been ushers for many years, and
I have served on council as a social concerns representative. Andrew has served on the Emmanuel Lutheran Foundation. And in the past, we both served on different mutual ministry committees. We are very thankful for all the friends we have made here at Emmanuel and through Elate.
Our hope is for the Emmanuel community to continue to grow and be strong.
Hi, my name is Heidi Pomrenke Moore. I'm speaking on behalf of the entire Pomrenke family. Patrice, Michael, Amanda, Doria, Rebecca, and myself. My parents joined the church in 1981 and fondly recall the summer folk services that were organized by Rich Lewis and held in the parish hall in the 1980s. My memories of growing up at Emmanuel are filled with my time in the children's choirs and the friendships built, the Wednesday night family potlucks held before practice, the many youth retreats and outings I went on as a teenager that really helped me grow exponentially in my relationship with God. I hope to continue and see what kind of memories my children make at Emmanuel.
Hello, my name is Brende Johnson Bolson. I was a Johnson in the 1960s when I joined the church about 1965. And I belonged to the ambassadors for a while, and the youth group, a little bit younger. They were more social. I enjoyed their company, and I still enjoy all the friendships I made through the church, and I hope the church exists for many years to come.
Hello, we're the Rileys. I'm Tom.
I'm Barbara.
I'm Alex. I'm Sam. We joined Emmanuel about 13 years or so ago, and we joined when the boys were young, and it was because of the great youth group. What we hope for the future for Emmanuel is that we continue to touch lives.
Hi, I'm Liz Wilkowski-Rickardson. I've been a member of Emmanuel for 35 years now, and I came to Emmanuel to be the church secretary for almost 2 years. And it was great. I moved on to the Synod office, but kept my membership here at Emmanuel. I've been married here at Emmanuel, had both my daughters baptized here, and both girls confirmed here. So it's been a real soft spot in my heart. My husband taught in the brand new building after it was built here at Laurel Hall, and my daughters went to preschool across the street and to kindergarten here at Laurel Hall. So it's been a whole family deal being members here. And we get to give blood. So one of the advantages that Emmanuel has is the offering to American Red Cross to host blood drives. So I'm a member of the Gallon Club and have enjoyed giving blood.
Hi, my name is Hannah Rickardson.
Hi, I'm Mark Rickardson.
Hi, I've already done this. I joined the church in 1996 when I was born. I was baptized here.
I first came to Emmanuel Lutheran Church on a hot summer's night in 1988. I was meeting my wife-to-be on a second date here.
So I've participated in Emmanuel Lutheran Kids Group, a little choir that Bonnie Cook led, which I have very fond memories of. Sunday schools, youth group, did National Youth Gathering and Western States Youth Gathering, and then peripherally, sort of the church involved though, is the LRCC camps as well, so the Lutheran Retreats, Camps, and Conferences. I was a counselor there and then a camper for years as well.
I've been a member of the Emmanuel Sound Crew with John Kloss for years and years. And we've done parenting groups here. That was always awesome to have the parenting groups, along with ushering and many other one-time events, maintenance and planting plants, ripping out plants, trimming plants.
I've already done this. My message for members of the congregation and members of the church for the 100th anniversary is I hope that everything appropriately changes. We grow and change as the times grow and change as well.
My hope for the 100th anniversary is that we have some new landscaping out front.
I've already done this.
My name is Scott Robinson. I joined the church in 2015. I've participated a little bit in Elate, a little bit as a person on the nominating committee, and primarily I serve as a worship assistant. I like that the church is a more traditional style church. The aesthetic is traditional, not completely stodgy and old-fashioned, but it still maintains that tradition while still acknowledging that we are in the 21st century. The 100th anniversary, the challenge is going to be determining what is Christianity and the worship experience in the 2000s. It's nothing like it was a century ago, even a few decades ago, as the church unfortunately shrinks and changes, that we find a way to acknowledge that, how to still worship God in this time with a limited number of people, but still not only worship God, but also have a positive effect on the community. Happy 75th anniversary, Emmanuel Lutheran Church.
Hi, I'm Debbie Semel. I've been a member of Emmanuel since birth. I was in the first Laurel Hall preschool class, and then I attended Laurel Hall from kindergarten through 9th grade. During that time, I was in choir, in kindergarten, the cherub choir, all the way through the high school choir, which was the chancel choir at that time. I enjoy playing bells in the bell choir, and after I attended Laurel Hall, went on to college and came back and started teaching at Laurel Hall. I've taught there since 1979, teaching 4th grade, 2nd grade, 5th grade math, and now I teach 7th grade pre-algebra. I've enjoyed the friendships I've made through Emmanuel and the worship time.
Hi, I'm Nancy Severson, and we came here in 1988.
Hi, I'm Judy Marsh, and I've been here over 50 years, so it's somewhere in the late 60s I joined.
Hi, I'm Barbara Veiling. Our family joined the church in 1976.
We're pew pals. We've been sharing the same pew in church for many years.
I like the music and all the elate. I like all the things that are associated with the church. So that's just not coming to church.
And the church has been such a big part of my life. My son was in Scouts, and I was in Sunday school with him, and it's just become a second home.
Valerie was married here, and so that was important.
She's one of your twins.
She's one of the twins. And it was just a second home. I mean, there was no ifs, ands, what's about it. They weren't given a choice, and when they were small, and we had 3 children, so we would sit one on the outside, and then an adult, a kid, an adult, to separate them so that they behaved in church. We didn't take crackers or anything. They were told that they had to mind.
Tough mother.
Yes.
My name is Charleen Stegman. I've been a member of Emmanuel for many, many years. My husband was very involved. He was president one time. And we were involved with Elate. And I was an assistant substitute teacher at the preschool for a lot of years. I guess I worked there about 17 years. I was a communion assistant. I used to lecture sometimes at the church when, in fact, I'm still listed to do that, but they haven't called me. That's fine with me, so I would have trouble walking up there.
Hello, we're Scott and Karen Stegman, and we've been members of the church for a long time. I moved out here from Indiana in 1974 as a child and was a member of the youth group.
I started at Emmanuel, well, I don't remember when I started because my dad was in the youth group before I was around, but I can remember being a student at Laurel Hall starting in 2nd grade. As kids, we participated in Kaleidoscope, the youth group. I was confirmed at Laurel Hall and at Emmanuel Lutheran by Pastor Torvald. And then in high school, we participated in Rock Point, where we went to the Navajo Mission in Arizona and taught Vacation Bible School for a couple of weeks. That's actually where I realized that I needed to become a teacher. So we've been active in a lot of different things. Something that we both did was we participated in Elate.
Yep, Elate, which was started by my father and Michael McCambridge, and that's been a special part of our life for a long time. That's it. We love the church, and
we're happy to be there when we get there.
We are.
Hi, Emmanuel Lutheran Church. It's Terica Swanson. I just want to say how elated I am to be a part of the 75th anniversary. To give you background, my husband and I moved to the Valley in '94, and I attended ELC on and off before children. And in 2003, my husband, Richard, Austin, Audrey, and Justin became members. We were very involved. My husband was the Cub Master for PAC 84 at Laurel Hall, and I was assistant Cub Master for 7 years. I did the chair choir for 6 years, which was just my love. I was an usher on a call committee, sometimes taught Sunday school, and was involved with the Thursday night dinners, and my children were always right at my side. They just loved Emmanuel Lutheran Church in Laurel Hall. It was a big part of our life and always will be. We look so forward to seeing the growth. We love the leadership. We know that we are only going to be stronger and stronger, and we love it so much that we want to thank you.
Happy 75th anniversary, Emmanuel. This is Jeff Thorson speaking. I'm here at the request of my buddy Jeff Zimmer to just give you a little history of the Thorson family at Emmanuel. I first started with Emmanuel in an Elate show called You Can't Take It With You. I believe it was in 1985. And I participated in Elate ever since. And during our 1994 production of Guys and Dolls, which I directed, I met a young lady named Heather Neal. Heather has since become my wife, and I have become a naturalized Lutheran. I was raised Methodist, but I've been a member of Emmanuel since 1996, and we've got one son, Alec. Heather, unfortunately, has been the victim of Alzheimer's disease, and so can't make one of these videos for herself, but we're glad to be members and glad to participate in the 75th anniversary. Thanks.
I'm Denise Van Zago. I became a member of Emmanuel in 1990 and rejoined the congregation in 2010 with my husband, Marshall Pope. Some of my favorite activities from the past include light in the sanctuary choir, Among my more recent endeavors, I serve as the co-chair of the 75th Anniversary Committee and the program leader for our Red Cross blood drives here at Emmanuel, which are undeniably life-saving events. I am delighted to be a part of the 75th Anniversary celebration. My hope for the future is that we continue to reinvigorate our outreach to those who have need. May God bless all our work.
Yeah, hi, my name is Carole Willis, and I've been affiliated with Emmanuel Lutheran Church since 1971 because of my mom, Carole Bonzi. And I've loved the church, I've loved the people, I've also loved what it stands for. The community that was here many years ago isn't here much anymore because the culture's changed, the neighborhood's changed, but nonetheless the heart of Emmanuel is still here. And so what I hope for our church now as we move forward is that we can hopefully grow from the standpoint of reaching out to those people in our community, because it is different and it's going to mean making a lot of changes to do that, but we have it in us to do it.
Hi, my name is Jeff Zimmer. I'm originally from Illinois. I was a member of St. Peter's Lutheran Church in Schaumburg. I started attending Emmanuel Lutheran Church in 1985 or 1986, thereabouts. I started attending when I became involved with Elate, Emmanuel Lutheran Actors Theater Ensemble, doing a show called You Can't Take It With You. I was acting a number of shows, I directed a number of shows, and I even wrote a couple of shows, including this one over here, which would be really cool to have revived during the 100th anniversary, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. I performed on the 50th anniversary of the church. We had a big celebration, and I was able to perform in that, and I was serving on the 75th anniversary of the church committee. I also played first base and left field for the unlegendary Emmanuel Hornet softball team. You might compare them a little bit to the Christians versus the Lions back in the old days. We were the Christians, the rest of the league were the Lions. My hope for the future is that, besides getting the revival, is that I'm around for the 100th anniversary of the Emmanuel Lutheran Church. That would be great. Mom, do you think that you'll be around for the 100th anniversary of the church?
I'll be lucky to make it to Tuesday.
Okay. Well, happy anniversary, everybody.
I'm Daryl Berg. I was a member from the late 80s until 2002 when my wife Linda and I, along with Victoria and Noah, moved to Edmonds, Washington. I was chair of social concerns for quite a while, did the Angel Tree program and so much more. Here's a picture of the family circa, that's back in the 2000 era, maybe a little bit before that, but we're all doing well. I'm still actively employed, as is Linda, as a second grade teacher. I'm working for Comcast, and again, just happy to have had a history with Emmanuel and look forward to seeing you all once again.
Hello, we are John and Annette Brende. I've been blessed to be a member of Emmanuel Lutheran Church since 1975. We have 3 boys which grew up here at Emmanuel. All 3 were members of youth programs, confirmation programs, scouting from Cub Scouts through Boy Scouts, each earning their Eagle Scout Award. 2 of our sons attended Laurel Hall schools, beginning in preschool and continuing through 6th grade. I've served as an usher almost the entire time I've been a member and have been very involved with the Emmanuel Lutheran Foundation since 2001.
I'm Annette, and I became a member of Emmanuel
Shortly after John and I married in 2005, I have served on the Mission Effectiveness Committee, the Nominating Committee, the Laurel Hall School Principal Search Committee. I also have served on the Hospitality Committee, and I chaired the Outreach Committee for about 5 years. Although we have relocated, Emmanuel will always feel like our home church, and what we hope is for continued welcoming of friends and strangers alike.
Thank you.
I am Tom Blevins. I was principal here 60 years ago, and then sang in the choir here for 40 years. We had 70 people in the choir then. Erling Wold was pastor here. Everybody was so loving and willing and outgoing, helpful. I really enjoyed today. It was wonderful.
Hi everyone, Wendy Hirschman here, bringing you greetings from California's beautiful central coast of California. Welcome to my kitchen. I started attending Emmanuel in 1989, and I believe I became a member in 1991. I'm not exactly sure, but somewhere around there. I attended faithfully until 2018 when my husband Ed retired and we moved from Los Angeles up here to the Central Coast. What was and still is so special to me about Emmanuel are the relationships that we made and the fellowship that we had as a congregation. We were not only a body of believers, but a family of believers, which was so important and special to me. I was an active part of a late for my whole time during my membership. And I was also so blessed to become a teacher as a second career and be able to work at Laurel Hall. My hope for the future of Emmanuel is that it will continue to grow and to be a place of service, learning, and comfort for people in the community who are seeking a spiritual home and a family. I think I answered all the questions, and I still have just a little bit of time left. This is something I've been doing a lot of in semi-retirement, is playing the ukulele. So I'm just going to give you a little snippet here. Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. My time is up. I got to go. Love you all. Miss you, and I hope to see you sometime soon. Bye.
I'm Bev.
I'm Ken.
And when did you join the church?
1961.
And I joined in 1964.
And what were you involved in?
Choir mainly.
I was involved with different kinds of music, and I worked at Laurel Hall for 27 years.
We were also involved with the Elate actors group.
And some of our daughters.
Yes. We had many good years at Emmanuel, not departing there until about the year 2000.
Hi, I'm Virginia Tweedy. I joined Emmanuel Lutheran Church in 1990. My husband and I did. 2 daughters. My daughter Brittany was baptized in 1990 and Felicia was confirmed in 1993. I've served as president of the congregation. I've been on the Elate board, but the thing that really kept me at the church was the family of Emmanuel, where we enjoyed the good times, the joy, and the sorrow in our lives. But one thing that I always remembered, no matter what we went through, I'd walk into the sanctuary, sit down, and I'd look up at the cross. The cross was always there for us. It never changed. God never changed. And we are always the family. And I hope in the future that when it's the 100th year anniversary, that everyone is still looking to God, keeping faith, walking by faith, and knowing that God never changes. His word never changes. And that's what gets us through.